It's sunny out, but it's also raining. Very odd. Look, no puddle of water. It's actually going into the east troughs and away. Well, I'm gonna go out to the camper because I got the wood stove going. It was very, very cold this morning. Well, it was warmer than usual this morning, but felt very cold. Now the sun came out and warmed everything up. And I've been putzing around doing all sorts of things. I got soil ready. I have to plant these chives. All sorts of little things. It's going to be right warm in here now because the sun is also shining. Oh yeah, it is hot in here. So I've got soil mixed. Oh yeah, it's nice. When I came out this morning, it was like 5 or 6 degrees Celsius outside, and it was 10 in here. It's going to be way warmer now. Oh yeah. So this morning, it was about 40 degrees Fahrenheit. Oopsie. But in here it was 10, which is 50 degrees Fahrenheit. Now it's beautiful. Look at, we're in the comfort zone. Oh yeah. I'm not sure what I'll do today, but I gotta do some doing. Probably tackle the hibiscus today because they don't need to be repotted. They just need to be checked and brought in. So I'll tackle them. And I'll try and get everything inside that does not need to be repotted. Yeah. Yeah. That's what I'll do. Yeah. All right. Hibiscus it is. Hopefully you guys can see everything. Not much to do on these guys. Some of them liked being outside, some of them not so much. That was a really weird year this year. What in the world did I do with my little scissors? I swear I just had them. They're probably under some... Oh, there they are. Right where I left them. Alright. First things first. Weed these. Get rid of all this wood sorrels that are in here, so they don't take over in the house too quickly, even though they're already all over the plants that are in the house. They like being in the house too. These guys seed like crazy, the wood sorrels. They'll throw seed pretty far, and it sticks to everything. I had it the other year. I had it all over my walls, all over the windowsills, all over the shelving. It was crazy. All little seeds. Painted everything with seeds. It is really hard to get the roots of these guys too. You leave some root and that's it. They come right back. It's raining on and off today. It's sunny, then it goes back to rain. Oopsie. We've had, geez, almost 5 days straight of rain. It's been kind of wonky. Really wreaks havoc on my equipment in the gravel pit too. I can't always run when it's raining. I can run if I start dry. If the day is nice to begin with and then it starts raining during the day, I can run through that. But if it starts out rain, yeah, usually buggers everything up. Okay, that's the weeding done on this one. You can see the whole tree. This one's thickening up pretty fast. It's only got roots on one side and it still hasn't really rooted on this side. I'm not sure why, but we'll get it going. But it sure has thickened up since I got it. It was pretty sickly for a long time and now it seems to be really nice and healthy. It used to be kind of like these ones, except those ones were healthy before and they're sickly now. I don't know. So this is a pink flowering hibiscus, and I got it because the flowers last a few days. And they're like really perfect looking flowers. I'd never seen one like that, so I got it. And I got it at a discount because it was sickly. Discounts are always good. Just going to take off some of these leaves down here to open it up. So we have, this is a new branch and it's a bar branch. So two branches that are opposite one another or on the same plane, we call them bar branches because they look like handlebars on a bike. So we want to choose one of those branches rather than having two. And I think we're going to end up keeping the older branch. Let's have a good look here. So there's some buds down here right off the trunk. I'm going to take off as well. We don't want any more branches that low. We have a branch up here. So should we keep the thicker one or the thinner one? I think I'll keep the thicker one. I don't remember what I had as the front on here. It'll probably change 100 times anyways, but we'll take this off. And I'm not keeping any cuttings at all. So we were already starting to get a lump there. I'm going to have to seal that. It's too big of an opening for my liking. This is just beeswax that I use to seal. Yucky looking because I've always got my hands in there. But it's just beeswax. Nothing will happen to it. It's very inert. Just have to check where the dog went here. You'll hear chainsaws and stuff going because we've got a cold spell, so everybody's getting their firewood ready. Oh, and the dog's just right outside the door. So when we're getting winter ready like that, you're going to hear all them noises. It's been pretty cold lately, so everybody's all up and at 'em now, getting all ready for winter. Okay. There are a whole bunch of branches here. So here, for example, we have two branches, one on top of another. These are both new branches. And that's called ladder branches because it's like rungs on a ladder. That's another faux pas when it comes to bonsai. So down here, we want the branches a little farther apart. And these both are newer branches. And I think I am going to remove both of them because this one's almost the same spot as this. I'll take off this one for sure. Stub from another branch there even. And this little brand new branch right here, I don't know, maybe I should wait and see what that does. No, I think I'll take this one off as well. It's going to clutter it up too much later if I leave too many. We'll leave this one for now. We'll leave this one for now. I'll take off some of these leaves here. Keep it nice and airy for going in the house. Out here, I'll take off this leaf that's going back toward the tree. And these ones that are eaten, well, I'll leave that one. Okay. This one went through a weird kind of growth spurt. What these guys are doing right now is what, is what this one was going through previously. So it's got all these weird branches and things all over the place. So we have some more interesting branches here. This one looks to be dead. We'll take that off. We'll just take these leaves off here so we can see what we're doing. And I'll take this one off too. And we have another set of bar branches here, or pretty close to bar branch. There's a thicker branch up higher. That's a ladder branch. I don't know if I should take that thicker branch off. It's pretty straight here. We got a big straight line happening right from here to here. This is all, I think right from back here is all new growth since I've had it. Let me just remove some of these leaves so we can see what's going on there. Hibiscus leaves are nice. If you're not using any chemicals on your trees, these hibiscus leaves can be fed to your pets, like iguanas and things like that. You can feed them these hibiscus leaves. I give them to, like when I have crickets, mealworms, my mealworm culture for my lizard. I have a gecko that was rescued, and my tarantula. I give the critters that they eat these hibiscus leaves because they're good, and I don't use any chemicals on my trees. Okay, so we have this large branch up here and a smaller branch below it. It'd probably be a good idea to remove the larger branch. So I do want this tree to be taller, even though it's quite straight. I think that if I use this as a new trunk, I don't think it would straighten up enough. I think it would be too much of a weird curve. And I did trunk chop it here already. So this one is, it seems to be a bit too thick for the top. I'm not sure now what I'll do. Maybe I'll just bring it back and let the bottom branches catch up. I kind of like that branch. And there's already a lot here. Yeah, I changed my mind. I'm going to take out the smaller one and keep the larger one. And I'll bring it back. That's what I'll do. There's another small branch down here that'll take up that space. And then there's this nice one right across from it that's got its own space here. So I think this would be the good decision. That would have made a nice cutting, but I'm not keeping any cuttings. Okay, that one has its own space. There's a little tiny leaf here, little bud. We'll take that off. This has its own space. This has its own space. There's, looks like a bud that failed here. And There's a new bud starting here. I'll take that off. There's one above this one. We're going to take this one here. We're going to take that off. And there's two more back here. There's one here and one here. So this higher one we're going to take off. There's houseflies fighting in here. This one here, we're going to leave it for now. See what it does. Maybe it'll spur some new growth somewhere, or we can get it to fill out somewhere. Okay. Now, you guys are seeing the whole top. Oh, yeah. So the branches at the top are really long for being at the top, considering the bottom branches just got a big hack back. And because this tree's still growing a bit weak, I don't want to curb it too much. The next time we prune it, hopefully there's some new buds back here and we'll be able to bring it back. This branch here has new buds starting, or new branches starting back here, but they are not strong enough yet to be taken back to. So I'm going to remove some of these messed up leaves here. And I'm going to take the, oh, there's a flower bud there. I'm going to take the growth tip off of here. If I can get in there. There we go. Okay, so there's a little flower bud in there. We'll leave that because, you know, it's a flower. There's another branch starting there, but what we're vying for is these two branches. And then we can cut this large branch all the way back to these two. I think that'll be the best. Eventually. Now here's that big branch. There's no flower buds. They look like they were eaten off. Oh, that one just broke off. Doesn't look like there's any new branches starting there, but this one needs to be taken back. Oh, there might be some new branches here and here, but I'm going to take it back right to where the new growth starts. So take that whole amount off and take off some of these larger leaves. Slow that branch down a little bit. Leave it like that. Open it up nice so it gets lots of air. Up here, the top seems to have died off. It's an ugly looking wound. When I get some new tools, I'll clean that up. I think this is the one I was planning to keep as the new top, but this one seems to be doing a bit better as the top, so we'll see. This one's got some nice branching going. Maybe we'll leave that as the top. And this one has nothing going for it. This is so straight. I might have to bring it back down to some other branches, but not today. I want to get it as vigorous as possible so I can get the roots growing on that one side that has no roots growing. I'm going to take the growing tip off of this. Some flower buds there too, but take that growth tip off. And again, some of these leaves to slow down the growth of the thickening of the branch and hopefully get some back buds to see what happens, and then we'll leave this alone to grow up. Yeah. I know it looks horrible, doesn't it? It's Especially this branch. This looks horrible. But I can't trim it back till I get something down lower. There's just this one here, but it's not out nearly enough to trust it to survive. So we'll wait. And who knows, maybe I'll remove all the lower branches right to here and have a large hibiscus tree. What are we at for time? 18 minutes. Okay, I'll put this one down on the floor here. These guys definitely need some water. We'll put this one here. We'll weed it. This one doesn't have too many weeds. I did weed everything when I brought it in. These are new weeds since it's been in here. These ones had really weird root bases. I'm not sure. I guess they were cuttings and stuff like that. I got them because of the leaf shape. They have like a fig leaf shape to them. And I found that really neat. Some of them are really, really deep. It's really cool. That's the reason I got these hibiscus. They have a regular red flower like my other one does, like this one back here. So this is kind of a mangled mess. I'm just going to work through this here, taking off some of the larger leaves so we can see. But there's buds covering everything on here. And when these plants are stressed, that's what they do. And these ones, again, were just covered in bugs inside. So that's why they are stressed. Sorry, I'm just kind of looking to see what the dog is doing because there's a few people and other animals wandering around today. So this was the trunk chop, and this decided to become the new leader. I don't know if I want to bring it back yet. There's little spider webs all over. It's not spider mites, this one. It's those funnel spiders. Oh, there are so many buds everywhere. So what I'm going to have to do down here, bring you guys in a little bit here. What I'm going to have to do down here is take all these buds off. All these little tiny leaves. Aren't they cute? So cute. But they're way too close. They're in the crotches. Way too close to the junctions. And there are absolute tons of them. So we want to kind of bring those back. Look at them all. The little new buds like that, they just break off with your fingers. Oopsie. It's really light because it needs to be watered. And up here too. Look at all of them. I don't know why they got stressed. It has to be just because the bugs inside. What I really wish is that we had systemic solutions for this stuff. The government has banned systemic stuff for plants. They banned aquarium medication and all sorts of stuff like that that we really need here. I'm going to take all of these off. Maybe I'll leave that one. And there's a whole bunch of them. There we go. Did I get them all? One there. One there. We'll leave that one. We'll leave that one. We'll leave those two. We'll leave that. You guys are seeing that? Barely. There, we'll leave that. Take this one off. We'll leave those ones. We might cut back to that later. Okay. So I don't know how much I'll do to this. Bring it back down. Zoom you out a little bit. Oops. There we go. Okay, so there's vertical growth here we'll get rid of. You can see my arm really good there. Holy smokes. There's like 7 or 8 little buds all in one spot there. Take that one off too. Guess I did miss some. Okay, we'll take this leaf off. I think we'll leave this one. But there's one on the inside we'll take off. I'm not sure if you guys can see it. Probably not. Oh, there's more buds hiding inside here. We'll just take all those off. There's a downward one here. Take that off for now. It's too close to this little junction there. So there's leaves pointing towards the trunk we'll take off. Just to open it up a little bit. You can see it's pretty tangled up there. And take some of these off. Open it up so everything gets light. Take this one off. Just the leaves. There we go. Some of the leaves pointing up. Oh, I broke something there. Oh, no, I didn't. This tip has like 10 buds all over it. Okay. That's facing straight up. We'll take that off. I know I'm getting old. I need to look close. And I need to look down underneath my glasses. Take this leaf off. This off. Okay. I think we've got it. Oh, there's some more buds here. There's some here. But there's some right where this little junction is here. I'm going to take those off. There's buds everywhere. And this one's on the inside. We'll take that one off. Oh my goodness. Okay. I think that's got her. And this one, holy guacamole. Take this leaf off. Take this big leaf off from up here. Just going to take the growth tip off of it. There we go. And this leaf off. There, how's that look? It's a little bittery. Take this leaf off too. Okay. That leaf. That leaf. That leaf. That one and that one. Oh my. Okay, so we have to curb the growth back a little bit here. We'll take this bud off here and keep the one that's on the other side, but we'll take this leaf off. And there's a whole bunch of leaves a bit too close together. We'll just take those off. We'll just keep the two here, or we'll just keep the one. How's that? Let that grow out. Okay, so this big bend in here kind of looks a bit ridiculous. We have a bud here that's more of a continuation of the branch. That might be better, but just in case, I see I've cut it here already once before to try and spur some back budding. I'm going to bring it back right to here. That's a thick jumble there. Take that leaf off. Take these leaves off. And this one off. There. This is the old pruning stub from last time. So we're keeping this just to make sure that this grows out. And then the next pruning, if this one's nice and healthy, we'll take this right off to here. That's a nice continuation of that branch. Yep. What else we got? Pretty crazy. Pretty crazy. Somebody has a trailer with loose stuff in it. Oh, there it is. Oh, little racing dune buggy. Okay, this one here. Yeah, you can kind of see it. It's starting to get dark, but it's only mid-afternoon. It's like 3 or 4 or something like that. I'll take this larger leaf off so we can see what's in there. Look at all those buds in there. Crazy. This one's growing up. We'll take that off. And this one's vertical. If I can get to it. Oops, I missed. The internodes are so small on these. Like, look at all these leaves here. Look how short those internodes are. Can't cut in between the leaves. Just gonna clean that up. But I gotta get all close to it to see it. There we go. This one. Holy smokes. There we go. There's an old pruning stub here. This little thick part. If I can get it. There we go. So there's 2 bar branches, I guess. Even though they're not quite branches yet. I'm going to take this one off because there's nothing over here, so I'm going to keep that one over there. I think that's about all I can do here. Looks like the tip of the branch has died, and the bud on top going totally vertical. I'm not really liking that, but there's one down here. So what I'll do is I'll bring it back to that one and go from there. There. I think that's all we can do there. Now, this one up here. Excuse me. Start by thinning out some of these leaves so we can see what we're doing. This thing is just packed with, absolutely packed with buds starting out. I'm going to take a few of them out as I go. There's just too many. Okay. Another little vertical one here. I know you probably can't see it, but it's there. That can stay, that can stay. Yes. Take this big leaf off. Upwards facing leaf off. Just so I can see down here. And this is just nothing but straight buds all over this entire branch. There's two on the bottom side. I'm going to take one off. Oh, we're getting some music going in the front now. Not sure what's going on there. Okay. Again, on this one here, same thing. The tip appears to have died off. So I'm going to take that tip part off to remove that little vertical one. And I'm going to take this larger one off this side because there's more coming out this way and I kind of want this spot filled in. I'll take this larger one off here. There you go. One big leaf there. Okay, so we've got one going this way, a couple going down, and then a couple going both ways farther back. Yes. Oops, I seem to have broken that off. We'll just remove it. This one here, it's just nothing but buds as well. None of them are really big enough to do any picking and choosing. So I'll just leave it. These ones I'll just leave. Those I'll leave. There's some here that are a bit close together. There's an old pruning stub here. And just going to take off some of these inner leaves. I know, my arm's in the way. There we go. Okay. I think I'll leave all those ones. Maybe one of these will take over as a new leader so I don't have these long straight sections. Maybe I should take it back. Look at this big nub on the top. Isn't that crazy? Oh, there's a flower bud there too. I think I'll take it back. But I don't want to take it back to here because there's another big nub there. I'll take it back to here. There, that'll do. I do want this to be taller, but I also want it to have some movement and not to have big nubs all over it. Yes. Okay, that one's done. What are we at? 37 minutes. Okay. I guess I'll do the hibiscus in 2 parts. So that will be part 1. Thanks for watching, everybody. Be safe out there.